Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to another recording session of Hearthstone. We got 3 quests. Let's see, which one should we turn out? Let's get rid of this one. And then we have Hunter as an overlap here. And then play 30 minions that cost 2 or less there. We have a new Tavern Brawl 2. I played a little bit even off screen, trying to get some gold, and got 20 gold for my effort. And that was all I did. So let's play this Tavern Brawl. What is it? Kel'Thuzad and Rafam are competing to see who's the superior in-boss. Take a side in battle for evil supremacy. So, no deck here, or anything like that to build. It will just be either I play as Kel'Thuzad or Rafam. So we'll switch the Hearthstone deck tracker to use no deck. And
Kel'Thuzad versus Rafam!
Reform, the supreme archaeologist!
Come face me, interloper.
so this is like traditional Nexramas cards versus what was this one? League of Explorers, I believe. Cards. Very odd that you would do this Tavern Brawl right now, since we are on the verge of all Curse of Nexramas cards being banned from standard play. It seems like one last go, and that they really shouldn't do because it seems a little inconsistent. Oh well, maybe it's to just reaffirm that standard play here will. Ooh, I've never got to play this card before. I guess resurrect a random friendly minion that has died this game. Alright. Oh, that's gonna be cool. If he keeps killing this guy, what is his ability? Add a random minion that costs 5 or less to your hand.
Death to the servant.
Oops. Let's see. A friendly minion dies, put 2 copies in your hand. And the opponent casts a spell. I just want to do this and see what happens. Exactly what I thought was going to happen. Well, it helped at least. This spider just keeps coming back. It is the haunted creeper. Add another piece to your power things. Staff 2 pieces. Interesting. I don't think necromancy does anything here. 4, summon a spectral goth for your opponent. How about we do this and we do this? Now I've just got more and more of these spiders. Wow. I'm not even trying and I'm doing this cool spider strategy. I didn't even know this was a possibility. So I've spent most of the past week not recording anything. I've been very busy with non-YouTube stuff. I spent half of today setting up a cell phone, a Galaxy S7 for somebody who is not me, sadly, which is a shame because I kind of, so far, love that phone. I kind of love it. It seems pretty awesome. There. I guess I should kill all 3 of these guys first, and then play this and see what happens.
Job's done.
It's wireless charging. I have set up 2 wireless charging pads for them. It comes with a quick charging cable, although I will say the quick charging cable seems for the battery to still take about 2 hours at least to fill from 0 to 100%. That number may be a little lower, maybe a little higher. Kind of hard to tell. Deal 3 damage to your character and freeze it. Your minions, this minion can only take 1 damage at a time. Interesting. He can only take 1 damage at a time, so it makes all the sense in the world to play something else. Let's see. We gotta see what this is.
Job's done.
Oh, it's a death rattle ability anyway, so it doesn't matter. So I'll throw him out. The device comes encrypted, but if you put an SD card in it, it's the SD card isn't encrypted. So I had to set that up. All the settings and things seem to be fine. I don't think I'll use Samsung Pay. I don't think I'll really use they're
ready.
not me, but they will use. In fact, the person I got this phone for pretty much doesn't know anything about technology at all.
Done.
And I picked the S7 for them because they had a Galaxy S1 still, and I said, well, just get this brand new phone and it'll last you 10 years for you. Not for a normal person, but since you don't do anything but make phone calls, get this nice fancy one. Now, of course, that batteries will die, and if you really wanted it to last 10 years, you're gonna run into some problems. But I'm hoping also with a phone that isn't crazily old and thus very difficult to install modern apps or run programs, that they'll just learn how to use the phones better. At the end of the turn, deal 4 damage to a random enemy. Whenever this enemy minion dies. Oh, darn it.
Welcome to the Grand Tournament, champion.
So what is the better version of the Staff of Origination? I don't think there is a better version of that. Let's see. When a friendly minion dies, when an opponent casts a spell, counter it. What do I want to do here? I think what I want to do is hit the face. He hasn't hit me once, so I think I'm alright. That was a little bit of a lucky gamble there. So I really can't talk about anything. Did I say I watched season 2 of Daredevil? I did. I'm not gonna really spoil much. There's not a ton to spoil anyways. I liked it, but I'm fearful that Daredevil has become just the place where you interact with, you introduce new characters, and there's I don't think not a lot of concern going on as far as what am I trying to say? As what actually happens in the story. As far as what Daredevil and his story is going on, very little. Like one big thing happened, and that was the entire story for the entire second season. And I heard some people say it kind of ends on a cliffhanger, and that's really only if you are assuming that big thing that happens in Daredevil's main
Behold
life
the armies of Stormwind.
is the cliffhanger. For me, I never saw it as a cliffhanger at all. I saw it as this is just a progression of the story. Not being familiar with the Daredevil comics, as far as I know, that's exactly what happened in the comics, and he just moves on with his life from that point. So let's see, what do we want to do here? Let's try and freeze some people and try and do some damage. Let's see what our special secret move is.
Job's done.
So the one that can attack will get vaporized, I think. Only if he attacks the hero. I watched a really well shot, and I just love this documentary. I always call it documentary, which I overpronounce it for some silly reason. But it's called The Nightmare. It's on Netflix, or it was when I was watching it at least, and it's about people who have sleep paralysis and I believe night terrors combined. So they'll wake up in the middle of the dream state, and because they're still in the dream state, they will see things, and they will often think or believe those things are real. It's somewhat pretty similar stuff. They think they're getting abducted by aliens. They think they're being attacked by demons. On rare occasions, it's good things because the whole condition is set off by stress, basically. So it's almost always bad things that get them stressed while they're in the middle of having the sleep paralysis episode that then just makes it worse. A significant number of the people there to me looked like they had either been neglected or abused. One of them clearly to me had other mental problems too. And there's all kinds of contributing factors. But the way it was shot and filmed in this weird ghost story around the campfire style is just amazing. It was, I can't believe it was rated 2 stars. It's rated 2 stars on Netflix. People need to watch it and rate it up higher. It's a great thing. That being said, the fair warning, people, sleep paralysis is a mental condition that is kind of contagious, so even me talking about it a little bit may cause it to start happening to
engaged.
You who's listening, although that probably not happen. Like, personally, I've had a couple episodes of sleep paralysis, but not night terrors, so I just, without the being dreaming and seeing things, all I would do is wake up in the middle of the night, and all my limbs would be really heavy because my body was full of melatonin that is designed to make your limbs go to sleep and all your muscles go to sleep, so you don't sleepwalk, which is the opposite of sleep paralysis, I suppose you could say. But I pretty much caused that on myself because I was taking melatonin tablets in an attempt to defeat my terrible insomnia. But now I never had the night terror things or anything, so I rarely remember any dreams I have anyways. So it wasn't scary or anything. It mostly felt like if with just sleep paralysis, you'll feel like probably the worst if all your arms and your legs were asleep. Just had fallen asleep because of cut off of blood flow. That is the worst case of that with all of your body is all it really feels like, and you wake up in the middle of the night and then you just sit there and then you eventually fall back asleep, and then eventually you'll wake up and you'll be able to move. So it's only when your imagination goes wild and you start dreaming things that it gets dangerous, where people start seeing shadow people and all kinds of things. I'm not gonna say explain the entire documentary. It's really good. I'd recommend everyone watch it. Learn something new. Sadly, science doesn't know enough about the condition.
Job's done.
I don't feel. I feel more research needs to be done on it. There's not really any drugs to try and prevent it. There's not any therapies really. It's just relieve stress and stop things from happening. Man, I just need to do 2 health here. 2 health is all I need. Can I do 2 damage before he does 40 damage?
The Earth Mother is near.
How many cards does he have? Like 9? This is so crazy. I'm gonna lose.
Well done.
This is so crazy. I'm gonna lose. I was doing so well and I messed up. Yeah, so I watched that on Netflix, and that's pretty much the only thing I've watched. New Flash came back on, so the new Flash was. This episode, you probably have long seen it now. I guess I shouldn't really say anything. It was just a standard episode. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. came back on, I think. No, I think it's been on for weeks. Nothing there. The Magicians is still going on, and I'm enjoying that. Although I will fairly say I think that the Magicians TV series is falling too heavy into the sexualized side, much like Game of Thrones and a lot of the sci-fi series for the past couple of seasons.
The supreme archaeologist.
You don't need a sex scene or 2 or 3 in every single episode. It should just happen naturally, and you should be happy that it can happen naturally. That's part of the problem, I think, with Lost Girl. Although Lost Girl had a lot of problems of just how it was written and how it would skip around, and that series finally wrapped up, and it wasn't particularly something. 2-1 Pit Snake. I don't think I would do that. Wasn't particularly interesting, the final season. There's just no story in that entire show. They tried to put story in it, but it was never enough. Never enough story. Add another piece to your hero power. Sure, why not?
Deal.
I'll transform this into a Pit Snake. And then let me do this. Maybe that was worth it, maybe it wasn't. I probably should just use this instead. Yeah, that probably would have been a lot smarter. But yeah, I don't have anything to do. I recorded a spotlight of Downwell. But sadly I really don't have any thought here that I'm going to actually play that game. In fact, I've already uninstalled it, so I know I'm not going to play that game.
Deal.
Job's done.
There was just nothing there in Downwell to catch my attention. It seemed very much roguelike instead of roguelite, which means there's no real progress being saved. Although you do unlock some things after you get a certain number of gems. There was apparently 5 levels, and I never even got to like level 1-3. I don't know if it would have ended at 1-3 and that would have been the whole game or what. Or if it ended at 1-10 or 1-100. I doubt it ended at 1-100. It's just, I'm very shocked and just bemused as to why so many people in the video game industry were so excited about that game and were playing it. I guess a lot of people did have commutes and I just don't have a commute. And so that might be part of it. It could be that there's that people knew who made the game. I have a slight thought that it might be Frog Fractions 2, but I mean that's a silly guess to make for any game. And even if it was Frog Fractions 2, then it doesn't have any of the elements really of Frog Fractions 1 from what I heard of the hype of that game, which I guess I need to go play that game at some point. My announcement video, let's see, let's discover a floor cost card. Gain 10 mana crystals to discard your hand. Interesting thought. Let's see. Let's just do it.
There's Rydo.
Each player draws a card.
The power of the tide will consume you.
Alright, interesting move here. At the end of the turn, it's gonna change everything. Interesting. So I'm gonna lose my genie. I lost my genie, but I got 10 mana crystals. I've got all these cards on the field. Have the ability to get more cards.
I see.
So yeah, my announcement video is up to 2,000 is what I was talking about. I think it's up to 2,000. People are discussing with me why they think it has so many dislike votes, which it's about half and half. So the minions
None
attacked
may
at 3.
steal our secrets.
Deal 2 damage. Interesting.
I wield the power of the
So, one person said he thought it was because people thought it was a pack opening video, which doesn't make a lot of sense, but we have a clear example there of somebody who doesn't know we can't open the packs. Nobody can open the Whisper of the Old packs until later, and later than when he posted that comment, and still not even as I'm recording. So nobody can do a 50 pack opening video. I plan on doing a 50 pack opening video, and that's what I let him know. It's like, well, I plan on doing it as soon as it's available. And he says, do it, and they watch it, and I'm like, okay, good. I've got one view. That's enough for me to work towards, really, because my views on some videos are so low. But I would hope that's not the only reason. Add a random legendary that costs 4 less.
You have been measured and found wanting.
Let's see. Was this vaporized?
paltry task.
Go and kill this guy.
Burn.
Kill this guy. And attack you with the face, I suppose. In return. My hero power will deal 2 damage when this thing is used up, so I may not be able to use all of it. In fact, this is a pretty worthless weapon, now that I look at it. It's kinda nice, but nowhere close to the Staff of Origination. Destroy a minion with 3 or less attack. There we go. Give me this. Deal 1 damage to all other minions. No, I don't think I want to do that. How about we do this instead? Let's deal 4 damage to your hero. Guess I have to do that now, don't I? Oh well.
Paltry task.
So I'm pretty much gonna have to kill all 3 of these guys just to get rid of this. I didn't realize the Spectral Go Thinker is a worthless card.
Feed you to master.
So yeah, I still don't know on that video if that really is the reason. There's really no guarantee that there is one specific reason or even a few specific reasons.
You want it? I got it.
Let's see. We'll take this, and I guess I want this, 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 and this. Attack here, and then in return, everybody does 2 damage. So I think I pretty much have this in the bag. I think.
The damned stand ready.
Maybe, maybe not. I wish I had more to talk about, but I really don't. I want to cover Shower with Your Dad Simulator. That'll be another spotlight I'm doing. We can kind of see here. There we go, victory. 8 to the face. Got very, very lucky there. 2 to the face. Good, we can stop playing this because this is a little slow, I feel. We're on the pack, good. And we've done 30 of 10 of 30. It costs 10 or more. So pack opening video here. I don't know what to do actually on a pack opening video. I just don't know what to do. I mean, I could sit here and go, okay, here's the cards, here's the cards, here's the cards. But in a lot of ways, as far as classic pack openings, there's nothing to even say. They're just the cards that I already have. Look, I had 4 of them already. So that leaves us 1 card here that I now have 2 of, apparently. Let's see. And I have 400 dust, so we're just going through the list here and crafting whatever we can craft to with 400 dust.
Form ranks!
Doesn't matter what it is or what expansion it's from, pretty much. Right now it doesn't. That may change later. So let's play as the hunter now, since we haven't gotten to play as the hunter. And I got up to rank 19 and then fell back down to 20, so I'll get the rank 19 reward here, which is somewhat nice, I guess. But yeah, I've got nothing to say. I really have nothing to say. It's been a terrible week as far as production. I suppose we should go back. Back to the future. No, back to the past. Yes. It was a very good idea, if I can pat myself on the back, which I think I have to here, to make a lot of extra videos and start getting things really, really far ahead. There is no way that we're going to run out of videos for this week of lack of production. Now, if it goes a month, I potentially may be starting to fall behind then, but I think even if it went a month, I'm not actually going to have a day I miss a video. I just don't think that's how it's going to happen. I did recently make a mistake, I will say. I think I put the wrong scheduled release day out, and one of the Lego videos came out early. And that's always a shame because you can't republish it to Twitter or anything. When that happens, you can make a video private, and then later on manually make it public again, but there's no other way of fixing that problem. So yeah, that's a little irritating that happened. That is a simple mistake on my part. He's desperate to silence me. Alright. How do we want to do this? Suppose we do this here. Get rid of this one. And we'll do a couple of damage here, and thus, if he wants to draw a card, the only thing he can heal is my own character. Which he probably won't want to do. But he might. He definitely might decide to do that. This is probably going to be the end of the last game for this recording, too, and we haven't really done anything. I need to finish Puzzle Dimensions. Haven't played any of that. That'll be interesting to have such a long break for a game I was definitely not having fun with. I've had a bit of a less amount of fun with a lot of some of the recent games I've been playing. I think that's simply because they're games I haven't played before, and maybe I'm just a little bit more picky than I thought it was. Let's see, snipe, and then this, this. If only I had a starving hyena right there. That would have been really nice. Play this, play this, play this.
Today, I don't have to be a princess.
End the turn. Now, as long as I can keep my brave archer alive, we could, in 15 turns at least, get rid of this guy and win. Play this. Give me charge. Nope. Darn it. We'll just end the turn here. Ooh, 7-7. Now 7-5. Yeah, let's go ahead and play this. Get rid of this one. Get rid of this one. Here we go. Here we go. Attack. 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 And keep on attacking. And attack some more. I'm gonna have to see what I can talk about. I know GDC happened, but I've been so far behind on podcasts and so busy. This has been one of the most busy weeks in a long time for me. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and kill this. And then kill this. This. We're almost got the victory. And I think instead of risking to go for another video, another 8 minutes, we will just end this game here, this recording here. I don't think we're gonna miss it. I think we're doing very well here as far as our requirements. We gotta get 5 victories, and this will help a little bit. It's like 1 more health and we've got the victory. So yeah, this will be a shorter one, but I think we're good.
How many fingers do you see?
He's got no cards, he's got nothing he can do. Nothing at all. So, come on, play. Come on, play. Yeah, so we made some good progress. 16 of 30, 1 victory there. We need 4 more victories. We could probably do that in the next episode, maybe if we get lucky. Anywho, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps me out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.